Good morning, dear students. In this session of e-commerce, let's discuss on the infrastructure and various e-commerce models. Infrastructure. The revolution of internet has played significant role in communication and business worldwide, which connects millions of people as well as millions of computers. E-commerce infrastructure is classified into three segments: software segment, hardware segment, network segment, and in addition to these three, some extra requirements are also considered. These may also considered as software perspective, hardware perspective, and network perspective. Let's discuss one by one. Software segment or perspective. This section focuses on software requirement for website to implement e-business. In most e-business infrastructure to secure access to websites, two basic components are included in order to allow users to securely perform online transactions. Digital certificates for web servers providing guarantees of authentication, privacy, and data integrity through encryption. Digital certificates can be issued by mediators called certificate authorities to authenticate the seller to the buyer and vice versa. As you know, digital certificate is an attachment to an electronic message to verify the identity of the sender and to provide the receiver with the means to encode a reply. The next one, that is secure e-payment system and management to allow e-business site to secure and automatically accept, manage and process online payments. This can be usually organized with owner's bank. Website will be securely connected to the buyer's account. Once an online transaction is executed, the money should be directly transferred from one account to another. This process should be performed in a fast, reliable and secure way. Three elements, reliability, performance and security, are vital to the success of any e-business websites. And all these depends upon the proper and appropriate use and function of software. So, consideration of software segment is vital. The next comes hardware segment or perspective. Computer hardware includes mainframe computers, PCs, mobile phones, and other handheld devices. In client server computing, a desktop or laptop or mobile phones are called client and are networked to a powerful server computers like mainframe. Computers processing work is split between these two types of machines. The clients are the user point of entry, whereas the server typically processes and stores shared data, serves up pages, or manages work activities. activities. The term server refers to both the software application and the physical computer on which the network software runs. The servers are generally mainframe computers, but now these days, server computers typically are more powerful versions of personal computers, that is PCs, based on inexpensive chips and often using multiple processors in a single computer box. So, these are the requirements in hardware segment. The next comes, that is network segment or perspective. A closely related requirement to the software and websites requirements is the existence of network. The network infrastructure may include the routers, fiber optics or wireless communication channels, firewalls, etc. The requirements of network devices are dependent upon the location perspective. This network perspective represents any requirement outside the user machine. Means the whatever is required in the user's machines, those comes under the perspective of hardware. The routers, fiber optics or wireless communication channels help in establishing network between among computers, whereas firewalls are used to protect the network from unsolicited hackers and online criminals from attack and disruption. Privacy and protection are necessary to ensure the smoothness of online transactions. And now come to the last one, that is extra requirements. Extra requirements for a successful e-commerce business is a major player in the e-commerce world is the shipping. Shipping I mean ki delivery. Companies means meant for delivery systems. In order to compete with normal shops and businesses, delivery should be also secure, reliable and timely. Product defects may due to buyers or delivery issues. So, we saw how software, hardware and network, all these are complementary to each other and how these fulfill the requirements of our e-commerce websites. And last but not least, the extra requirement in which the delivery part of any product or services comes. So, these infrastructure are required for a successful websites, e-commerce websites. Now, next is business models. There are various business models under the e-commerce. So, e-commerce or electric commerce business can be categorized in following categories. On screen, you are seeing there are 7 business models: B2B, B2C, C2C, C2B, B2G, G2B and G2C. Now, we discuss one by one on each one. Business to business, in short, which we called B2B. Websites following B2B business model sells its product to an intermediate buyer who then sells the product to the final customer. As an example, a wholesaler places an order from a company's website and after receiving the consignment sells the end product to final customer who comes to buy the product at wholesaler's retail outlet. B2C, I mean to consumer. Website following B2C business models sells its product directly to a customer. A customer can view products shown on the website of business organization. The customer can also choose a product and order for the same. Website will send a notification to the business organization via email or organization, and the organization will dispatch the product goods to the customer. Next, consumer to consumer, I mean C to C. Website following C2C business model helps consumer to sell their assets like residential property, cars, motorcycles, etc. or rent a room by publishing their information on the website. Website may or may not charge the consumer for its services. Another consumer may opt to buy the product of the first customer by viewing the product advertisement on the website. The next one is consumer to business. In this model, a consumer approaches websites showing multiple business organizations for a particular service. Consumer places an estimate of amount as he or she wants to spend for a particular service. For example, comparison the interest rate of personal loan, car loan provided by various financial institutions via website. Business organization who fulfills the consumer's requirement within a specified budget approaches the customer and provide its services. The next one is B2G, I mean business to government. B2G model is a variant of B2B model. Yani business to government model is a variant of business to business model. Such websites are used by government to trade and exchange information with various business organizations. Such websites are accredited by the government and provide a medium to business and submit application forms to the government. The next one is government to business. In this, the government uses B2G model website to approach business organizations. Such business organizations support auctions, tenders, and application submission functionalities. And the last one is government to citizen, I mean G2C. Government uses G2C model website to approach citizen in general. Such websites support auctions of vehicles, machinery, or any other material. Such website also provides services like registration for birth, marriage, or death certificates. Main objective of G2C websites are to reduce average time for fulfilling people requests for various government services. Now, we take a look that under different category how people understood the e-commerce. For example, we may consider that in term of technology, in term of business, and in term of society. E-commerce may be understood in context of these three. Number one, that is technology. E-commerce is above all else is a technology driven phenomenon that relies on technologies as well as fundamental concepts from computer science developed over a period of 60 years. So, as we know, the entire activity, entire functionality of e-commerce depends upon the computer. E-commerce realizes on all these basic technologies, not just the internet. The internet, while representing a sharp break from prior corporate computing and communication technologies, is nevertheless just the latest development in the evolution of corporate computing and part of the continuing chain of computer based innovations in businesses. In terms of business, we see that the technology changes the strategies or plans of existing firms. Old strategies are made made obsolete, and new ones need to be inverted. Since the technology provides the infrastructure to the business applications so that returns on investment should be maximum and also generate excitement. And in terms of society, if we consider, then we know that the internet and web are exceptionally adept at tracking the identity and behavior of individual one. E-commerce raises difficulties or preserving privacy. This is one of the big challenge. The global nature of e-commerce also poses public policy issues of equity, equal access, content regulation, and taxation. So, we saw how the e-commerce are considered in term of technology, in term of businesses, and in term of society. So this is all about today's session. In new session, we will also meet with another topic. Thank you.